So, somebody who had a big day yesterday was the Shadow Chancellor. Mel Stride joins me in the studio. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Jeremy.
And you essentially just threw the kitchen sink at her, didn't you?
And what did the Chancellor choose to tax? She chose to tax jobs.
It wasn't us that talked down the economy. It wasn't us that put £25 billion worth of national insurance taxes on business that's killed growth stone dead.
You chose to borrow huge amounts of money, spend large amounts of money, and tax the living daylights out of business. The Chancellor will say, oh, this is because of President Putin, it's because of the war, it's because of President Trump, it's because of tariffs, it's because of the Conservative Party, it's because of the legacy. The reality is, it's because of her choices.
I think it was a moment of reckoning. I think this was a moment when we saw that the Chancellor had lost control of the public finances.
Through talking down the economy, through taxing the living daylights out of business, through borrowing vast amounts of money, spending vast amounts of money, stoking inflation and keeping interest rates higher than they would otherwise be and for longer, she's actually killed growth stone dead. And Britain's paying the price. Higher mortgages, higher debt servicing costs, all down to Rachel Reeves's choices. They told the electorate during the run-up to the general election they would not be taxing and spending like there was no tomorrow. Okay. They reneged on that promise very promptly on getting into office, and we are now all paying the price for that. And that has left us perilously fragile as an economy. All the headroom that we had back in the autumn budget completely disappeared.
We've seen what this Chancellor has done. She gambled on a thin sliver of headroom last time round, then went out, talked down the economy, loaded up businesses with tax, got into big spending territory.
What we didn't do when we had a slimmer amount of headroom was go out and tax the living daylights out of businesses, talk down the economy, tax and spend and borrow like there was no tomorrow, which is inflationary, putting up interest rates, increasing the cost, therefore, for servicing our national debt such that it's now twice what we spend on defence. Those are decisions that she chose to take.
Unemployment is up this year, it'll be up next year, it'll be up the year after, and it will not diminish or go down at any point during this Parliament, according to those forecasts. So that's because the Chancellor just doesn't get it.